Hello, friends. Today we're going to talk about the Teutonic Order and its last truly great Grand Master, Ulrich von Jungingen. Who were the Teutonic Knights? Like their spiritual brothers, the Templars and Hospitallers, this order emerged during the Crusades in the Holy Land. In 1190, German-speaking Hospitallers broke away from their original order and established their own, the Teutonic Order, named after one of the terms for the German people. As the Crusaders were gradually pushed out of Palestine, and the Crusades lost momentum, especially after the Mamluks, led by Baibars, the conqueror of the Mongols, captured their main fortress in Galilee, the Teutonic Order began relocating to Europe. At the invitation of the Polish King Conrad, who, of course, had a German name, the Teutonic Order settled in Prussian lands, waging a long and brutal war to subjugate this fierce people. Over the next few decades, the order launched successful military campaigns, one after another, against the Prussians. They established key strongholds that would later become major cities, Königsberg and Marienburg, Malbork. Through iron, blood, and the cross, the pagan Prussians were finally subdued, assimilated into German culture, and converted to Christianity after years of war. Some of the Prussian military aristocracy even joined the order's ranks. The Teutonic Knights expanded their influence further, reaching into the lands of modern-day Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. However, at Lake Peipus, during the famous Battle on the Ice, the Knights were stopped by the forces of Alexander Nevsky, the future vassal of the Golden Horde. Despite this setback, the Teutonic Order ruled over vast territories, with dozens of fortresses spread across its domain. Its ambitions grew larger, and the popes of Rome fully supported the Knights as they were pushing eastward into the lands of pagans and Orthodox Christians, whom the Catholic Church considered heretics and schismatics. In other words, the Knights were seen as doing God's work by expanding the borders of the Catholic world. However, by the 14th century, both the Kingdom of Poland and the Grand Duchy of Lithuania had grown significantly stronger. Their noble class expanded, incorporating not just foreign-born warriors like Vikings and Germans, but also locals, primarily the illegitimate sons of nobles, bastards, who were granted military status. Over time, tensions between the Teutonic Order and the Polish-Lithuanian alliance escalated into open war. In 1409, the conflict erupted, culminating in the Battle of Grunwald, one of the most intense and bloodiest battles of medieval Europe. Initially, the Teutonic Knights had the upper hand and were close to victory. However, the Lithuanian army, which had been defeated earlier, managed to regroup and return to the battlefield, reinforcing their Polish allies. The Knights, thinking they had already won, exposed their flank, a fatal mistake. The Lithuanians struck from the side, deciding the fate of the Teutonic army. The Grand Master, Ulrich von Jungingen, a brave and experienced warrior, gathered his remaining knights and order commanders for one final, desperate charge. Their goal was to break through to the surrounded Teutonic forces who were trapped by the Lithuanians and their Tatar allies. Before the attack, his men begged him not to fight in person, but Ulrich von Jungingen, who had spent his entire life in battle, responded with astonishment and indignation. "How can I think of my own life when so many worthy men have already fallen? Everything is in God's hands." Having spoken these words, the Grand Master drew his sword, raised the order's banner high, and charged into battle. What happened next has been told in many ways. Some say he led the charge at the front, cutting his way into the Lithuanian and Tatar ranks alongside his warriors. Others claim he fought on foot, back to back with two of his knights, wielding his sword against overwhelming enemies. His helmet was gone, his head bloodied, but he kept fighting. The two knights beside him fell under the enemy's blows. Finally, Ulrich, pressing his back against a tree, continued to fight, but a Lithuanian warrior's spear struck him in the side, knocking him down. He tried to rise, still gripping his sword, but several more strikes ended his life. The Battle of Grunwald was lost. Many Teutonic Knights perished, including all the order's commanders. Only the gravely wounded were taken prisoner. The once unstoppable Teutonic Order managed to survive for many more years, but only as a vassal of the Polish kings. That's all for today, friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.